6 years. It has been 6 years since the Switch launched. And wow, I can't believe it's been that long. Like, the time has gone by really quickly. I remember when it first launched and everything, the hype surrounding it was massive. Like, with that initial trailer and the January presentation, and all of the games releasing around that time, especially Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey. Two amazing games. They're actually my two favorite games of all time now. And I remember getting the Switch in April 2017 because it was sold out everywhere. I got one of those weird bundles from GameStop. I mean, it was kind of a scam because it includes like a bunch of random games in it, but I was desperate for a Switch, and it did include some of the games that I was looking forward to, like Snipper Clips and Breath of the Wild. But yeah, I was able to get a Switch, and I really enjoyed it throughout that year, like playing through Breath of the Wild, some of the other games around that time, and Mario Odyssey. It was really exciting, and I was really big into the hype around that time, and I started engaging with the Nintendo community more around that time. And I feel like the Nintendo Switch has done a lot to the Nintendo community overall. It basically kind of reset everything in a lot of different ways. It reset Nintendo's philosophy with a lot of things that they've been doing in both positive and negative ways. I mean, it's definitely very easy to point out the negatives in how Nintendo has been handling certain games on the Switch, like the fix-it-later approach where Nintendo releases games with a minimal amount of content and then adds in the content that should have been at launch later. I don't need to go into detail about that because I've talked about it many times on this channel, and yeah, I don't really want to be repetitive with that, but that's one of the problems. The Joy-Con drift and the fact that Nintendo has been shutting down like tournaments and fan games and different things like that. Nintendo has definitely had a lot of problems during the Switch era, but I feel like some of their philosophy changes aren't all bad. Like, I feel like there is a lot of good things that they've been doing. Like, they have been consistently releasing a lot of quality games. Like, looking way back, like Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2. 2018 was kind of a void in that aspect, but then we got Smash Ultimate, Mario Maker 2, Link's Awakening Remake, Luigi's Mansion 3, Animal Crossing, Paper Mario, debatably. I know that game had some problems, but I feel like it was a fairly solid game overall, even though I like the older Paper Mario games more than even more recently, like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Xenoblade 3, Tears of the Kingdom, even though that hasn't released yet. I still feel like that game's going to be pretty good, but overall, there has been a consistent quality throughout the Switch era. Like, not looking at the online multiplayer games, which are kind of hit or miss during the Switch era because of the content issues, I feel like most of their big single-player games, I mean, some of them are multiplayer, but they're big games on the Switch, their large releases, have generally kept a consistent quality. And another thing that I like that Nintendo has been doing during the Switch era is reviving a lot of dormant series, like WarioWare, Big Brain Academy, Famicom Detective Club, and even Advance Wars, Metroid. They've been doing a lot with Metroid lately, like with Metroid Dread, and Metroid Prime Remastered, and now they're putting Metroid Fusion onto the GBA thing pretty soon. But yeah, they've been doing a lot with Metroid lately. And then back in 2017, they announced Metroid Prime 4, which has yet to release. We don't even know if that's coming to Switch or the next console at this point. But one good thing that Nintendo has been doing is kind of reviving a lot of series. And they have been having some problems with Nintendo Switch Online as well, but that's also a very debatable topic, and I don't want to get into it too much in this video, though I have been mostly critical of Switch Online, so yeah. But it also kind of, like with the Switch and everything, it also kind of reset the community, I would say, because a lot of Nintendo YouTubers have emerged during that time, and a lot of communities online have also emerged. Like, I mean, the whole Nintendo Twitter thing kind of emerged during the Switch era, and I mean, a lot of negativity came out of that. But in some ways, especially during early in the Switch era, I feel like it kind of brought a lot of people together with people who had similar interests in everything, which I think was a pretty good thing overall. I mean, there is a lot of negativity online in terms of Nintendo, and there are a lot of people who blatantly defend, like, the bad decisions that Nintendo has been making, but I feel like it is kind of a good thing that people have been able to share their interests and connect with a lot of people online. I've been able to make a lot of friends because of the Switch, and I'm definitely grateful for that. And I was also able to kind of boost my channel during the Switch era, because before the Switch, I mostly made Minecraft videos, and now with the Switch and everything, I was able to make more Nintendo content, because I got even more invested with Nintendo with the Switch and everything. I mean, I've been interested in Nintendo since the Wii and DS, but the Switch really got me invested, and I was able to make a lot more videos about Nintendo on my channel. And between 2017 and 2018, I kind of slowly shifted my content to do mostly Nintendo content. And yeah, around the late 2018 and early 2019, that's around the time where my channel started to blow up and I got over 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, I feel like a lot of it is because of the Switch and the success of the Switch, and that's another thing that I'm grateful for. I'm not one of those people who are like, that are grateful for everything that Nintendo does, but I'm just grateful in the situation overall. Like, I'm glad that the Switch has brought the Nintendo community together in a lot of ways, despite some of the negative things that have happened a lot. And just overall, the Switch era, while there were a lot of bad things that have happened, like with Switch Online and Joy-Con Drift, and a lot of other issues, I feel like overall, like, I've been enjoying it. Like, there's been a lot of games that I really like. Like, a lot of my favorite games of all time have been released during the Switch era. Like Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade 3, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. A lot of great games. Like I said, there were a lot of quality releases. And yeah, I feel like I really enjoy the Switch. Like, I know I am critical of it a lot whenever I talk about, like, certain aspects of the Switch, but I would say it's a fairly enjoyable console overall. And I would say it's actually one of my favorite Nintendo consoles. Like, up there with the Wii and GameCube. I would say the Wii is slightly better in my opinion, just due to nostalgia, but I really enjoy the Switch. And there's a lot of games that I love on here, and it's allowed me to connect with a lot of people, and I just really enjoy that aspect of it a lot of the time, like with the social aspect of it. And yeah, overall, it seems like the Switch is kind of winding down now. Like, when we're looking in 2023, it seems like there really isn't a lot of time left for the Switch. It seems like Nintendo's slowly focusing their development into their next console, which will likely release next year, though there have been some rumors about it releasing this year, though I think that's kind of unlikely. But due to the fact that we've been getting a lot of remasters, it kind of shows that we might be getting a new console soon. And yeah, at this point, it kind of seems like things are starting to slow down, but overall, I feel like the Switch is an enjoyable console despite its flaws. And yeah, I can't believe it's been 6 years. I've had a lot of memories with the Switch overall, and I'll likely have a few more memories with some upcoming games before the next Nintendo console releases. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye!